I also want to speak to you guys, but I also like to speak to the camera. I want to cut the informalities of knowing where I am, where I come from. If you want to see that, there obviously you can look online, james2009.com. It's a little plug there. But my name is James Touhey, and I'm the end result of your tax dollars. We have gone through the past 10 years or so building a new school system. Fantastic. I'm sure many of you have children that are in it right now, and I graduated last year and I go to school for public policy. But the quality of our community is not something that has changed overnight. It has taken time and money for us all to usher in these changes. We have completed the new school system and given our community an invaluable asset. It makes Pembroke competitive in the Commonwealth and now drives up our property taxes. Property values, but property taxes are the exclusion. Yet our town is struggling with persistent financial challenges. I fear that with the onset of this recession, the future will bring even tougher economic times, and now more than ever, we need to see responsible spending. If we are going to make the investments we need, we have to be willing to shed the spending that we don't need. In these challenging times, when we are facing rising costs and sinking revenues, budget reform is not an option. It is a necessity. We can no longer take the time to freeze hiring and then 2 months later unfreeze it because we need to switch people around. In these times of recession, people really need to learn how to manage things on their own. We need a Board of Selectmen that is more objective and more proactive and less reactive to problems. We can no longer afford to wait until problems become overblown. We need to find innovative ways to manage our revenue and expenses while maintaining adequate municipal services. Of course, what you're asking is, what is it that I actually bring to the table besides talking about all of this? I want to give the community a greater sense of transparency within town government. I want to give the taxpayer more oversight on where their money goes. I want to be the one that gives a straight answer, tells you what's going on and what can possibly happen if we act or we do not act. I want to be the one that breaks the mold and gives this town someone who will speak with an independent voice. We have seen the shenanigans that this town has pulled, and I am not someone that's going to play that game. But please do not let my young face fool you. Do not let it cast fears and doubts about my abilities. I'm ready to work and I am firm in my convictions. I bring no agenda and no baggage. I firmly believe that I'm the most objective voice on the ballot for this year's Selectman race. If Pembroke wants to bring new and progressive ideas, then they will vote for me. If Pembroke wants someone who cares about the needs of everyone, then they will vote for me. If Pembroke wants to see fresh face in town politics and not just the title change on business cards, then they will vote for me. I am progressive, I am young, and I bring a fresh face. I did not learn computers, I know computers. I have been raised on the technology that this generation lives and breathes on. It has been once said that a rising tide lifts all boats. My question is, will Pembroke rise with it? Thank you.
Thank you. Daniel Trumbo.